اهلا بيكم في حلقه جديده من ويلكم تو كندا يور نيو هوم. والنهارده معانا الشباب ومكملين مع حلقات مصراوي كنداوي. النهارده معانا واحده من الاشهر اللعيبه في السكر هنا في كندا، وكمان معانا الخبيره في اصابات الملاعب هيلين يوسف. احنا طبعا الحلقات بتاعتنا سيرفيس النيو كومرز، واحنا عاوزين نعرف الشباب كلهم على السبورتس الموجوده في كندا.
Of course. There's a ton of sports that you can apply to. When we moved to Canada, I was 6 years old, and I joined soccer right away because it's been what I was watching since Egypt.
That's right.
And then every summer, my dad would ask me what other sports I would try. So I tried volleyball, I tried tennis, I tried badminton, I tried swimming. Swimming is great, helps build stamina, and it's just fun to be in the water.
Of course.
So that's how I tried all the different sports, and then I figured soccer is still my favorite. So I just continued in soccer. And it's amazing in Canada, we have the opportunity to learn and to grow in the sport a lot, right? There's different stages and there's a lot of coaches, so a lot of people can see you and bring you up to higher teams, and that's how I got to play so much soccer in my life.
Amazing. We're so proud of your achievements.
Thank you.
And the soccer led you to your academic field and your studies. How did this happen?
Actually, it's a funny story. I got injured when I was playing, and I found there was a lady there who was an athletic therapist at my game, and that was the first time I heard of athletic therapy. So when I did my rehabilitation for my ACL, I did it at the school, Sheridan College, which is actually very close by. At their athletic therapy clinic, and I saw how they worked and I loved it, so I applied and I got in, and I graduated with a Bachelor of Athletic Therapy.
Wonderful.
And on top of that, because I was able to play soccer for the school, I got scouted for Sheridan College, and I was able to get scholarship, so my tuition was actually a lot less because of the scholarship, thank God. So it's definitely something to invest in because it can help you along your life.
Amazing. And this بالتأكيد في challenges وتحديات. عايزين نعرف منك ايه الchallenges اللي ممكن نقابلها.
Obviously, injuries is always a risk in sports. For those that know me, know I've had a lot of injuries and a few surgeries, but that doesn't stop you from, the saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's absolutely true. But with the right mindset, with the right support, with God, of course, helping us throughout everything, we're able to do anything we want. Financial could be a barrier, but there's always groups that are able to help out with that, right? Lately, Canada has been really good at knowing that a lot of people are newcomers to Canada and want their children to join into sports, so they make that happen. The church also, we have the stuff during the summer, right? And we're trying to start more stuff for the youth to engage in sports, and maybe we can get them scouted as well. So there's a lot of people that are invested in sports at church, and I encourage you guys to find those people and get those connections.
Exactly, and recreation centers are affordable as well.
Absolutely. So every summer that I was telling you about when I would try and use sport, most of them were through recreation centers. Even if you don't do the whole summer, you could still try bits and pieces, see what you like, and then you can build up from there. Or you could just find a few friends that are down to play, find a nice park like this, get a ball, and there you go.
And practice makes perfect.
Exactly.
We'll move from the injuries to your career. You accompanied lots of teams, and because you were supervising for injuries and stuff. So can you tell us about this experience?
Absolutely. So I did a lot of athletic therapy, especially as a student. I was with a bunch of teams. One of them was the Seneca women's volleyball team. We actually had a trip to Vancouver, so we went there for a weekend, and it was great. Vancouver is beautiful. I recommend a visit. I was also a student athletic therapist for the Canadian arena soccer team. So it's a new up-and-coming sport. You play soccer inside a hockey arena, right? Obviously on grass, but it's very quick and very fun. and very fast, right? So there's always new stuff that are coming out. There's always opportunities to try new things, see new people, learn something new. It's wonderful.
Great, and we're going to steal some of your pictures.
Absolutely.
We're going to add it in here. Okay. Helen, يعني as everybody's suffering from the COVID-19 and we have been in lockdown, كلنا كنا محبوسين. Lots of our friends stopped playing, and now we are coming back slowly. So what's your advice, just to avoid, like injuries and stuff?
So the best advice is to still do stuff at home, right? Work out at home, go for a jog, go for a bike ride. Little things like that can help you build your stamina back up. Like I said, go to a park with some friends, practice and play around a little bit with distancing.
For sure.
And stay safe. But obviously you don't want to jump right back into it, because that will affect injuries. It'll make the risk a lot higher. In the sense of what's available, there's a lot of co-ed leagues, so boys and girls leagues that are available. You just pay as a team, so it could come up to like $60 to $80 per person. And you have a league, so it would be for the rest of the summer. You play a game each week. And it's not that competitive, but it's still competitive enough to get you playing. I myself am joining 4 leagues this summer, so I'm going to be busy every day of the week.
Take it easy, Helen. Helen, sports just like music, just like anything else, like that brings people together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for us, like Egyptians, soccer is number 1 for us. There you go. So how can we help the newcomers, or especially the youth,
Yes.
to fit in the society here quickly through sports?
So one thing that's big here is watching sports, right? Whenever there's games going on, right now there's the Euro Cup going on. Find people from around you, either from school or from church or from work or wherever you are. Gather and watch the game together, right? That'll build a rapport with them. Maybe you'll, in the break, you'll pass a ball around, right? And then from there, like I said before, find people that you can meet with, play together. Honestly, sports is great in building self-esteem, confidence, leadership. All of these things come through sports. There's so many positives for it, and I strongly encourage everyone to try.
Amazing. This is excellent advice. Thank you so much. وقلتي لي بقى بتلعبوا فين دلوقتي؟
So other than the recreational places, there's a place in Mississauga.
Okay.
اسمها Promenade Lakefront.
Oh, okay.
Me and my friends, we gather there. There's beach volleyball courts. So we take a ball and we just gather there and play. In Brampton at Shinkuzi Park, there's a ton of beach volleyball courts there. If you go there, just bring your own ball, a few friends, and you'll be able to play. It's open now, thank God, since the government opened things up. The soccer fields are open, tennis courts are open. So Shinkuzi Park in Brampton is a great place to look. Sandalwood and Credit View for soccer, there's a bunch of soccer fields there. And a lot of parks have like water splash pads as well, so when you get hot just run in the splash pads and you're good.
دي كده انا هنا عشان انتي شجعتينا. انا حاسه دلوقتي ان انا هروح البيت اجيب الكوره بتاعتي. injuries هنا common injuries كله bones مش كده؟ related.
Rolling ankles, concussions depends on what sport.
Yeah.
Obviously it depends on the sport, right? If you're playing soccer, concussions are very common. ACLs unfortunately are common within girls because of the way our hips are and whatever. It gives us more we have more flexibility that we're able.
Dislocating يعني
No, because our hips are wider than men.
Okay.
The angle from the knee to the hip allows it to cave in a little bit more.
Okay.
With this action of caving is what initiates the ACL tear.
Okay.
That's actually what happened to me. But ACL tears, ankle injuries are very, very common. Obviously, like if I'm running on this, I'll just roll my ankle very easily. And concussions because, if a hard ball or two people colliding into each other or, little mistakes like that. It could get very physical. There's a lot of bruises and, you know, bumps here and scratches in there and turf burns and whatnot, but all those things make for warriors scars. You carry them proudly.
Exactly, these are the marks.
Exactly.
يعني بصي احنا we didn't plan for this question بس يعني I remembered my feelings when my daughters, you know, like go and play, and I always afraid and scared and I don't want them to get injured.
Yeah.
So I was holding them back. We need to يعني send an advice and a message to the parents, you know, like to be flexible.
So for me, for the longest time, Baba Bardo had this concern, and he tried to keep me in non-competitive sports, especially soccer, because he was worried that once I would play as competitive, I would get injured. He was right, but that didn't stop him from seeing a great soccer player develop in front of him. That didn't stop my parents from actually recognizing how good your children are at playing the sport, how passionate they are at playing the sports. Also, we have to be careful that sometimes the sports is the only outlet, right, that youth might have, right?
Exactly.
Like, we can't confine our kids to just church and school, right? There has to be other outlets so that they feel they have something else instead of turning to the bad things, right?
Exactly.
And sports is a great way to give them discipline and to keep their time busy and, you know, to teach them routine and responsibility and physical health and mental health. All of these things sports is great for. So I strongly recommend that parents, yes, there's a risk of injury, but the pros outweigh the cons here.
Saying God bless your future, your talents, and all what you do, Helen. Thank you so much. We're so proud of you.
Thank you.
So we're going to say to everybody, welcome to Canada,
your new home.